What's up? Welcome back to the Glasshead Podcast with your boy Saga Entity.
And this is Burgess Chase. We want to thank you guys for tuning back in with us. And I was gone last week, but I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, you know, this is a cool little time, little break. But
what was you on? What is your
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What you been doing since you've been gone?
Since I've been gone, man, we've really been working on. We got Bryn in the back. Shouts out DJ Bryn Taught
In
You.
the house.
We got live
today.
audience right now.
Shout out DJ Bryn Taught You.
But yeah, man, we've been really just like working on a lot of different things that we got coming up in the next coming months.
Such as
just doing a lot of groundwork, a couple of events at Live Oak coming
Nice.
soon. By the way, Friday and Saturdays, pull up every Friday and Saturday at Live Oak.
Pull up
You can
Live
find
Oak.
us there from 6 to 10 or 6 to 12 or shit. Whenever.
However it go.
But,
However it go.
Yeah, man. But other than that, like once again, man, just been trying to work on myself and
As
just
always.
trying to protect the peace, man, at the best pace.
Protect
Because
the
life
peace.
is, it ain't a race. It ain't a race. It's a marathon. Got to pace yourself. So trying to stay stress free, man. And yeah, what about you? What you got going?
Man, what do I got going on? This past week I've been working like a bitch on these resin orders. I had a bunch of resin orders I had to fulfill on some trays, ashtrays, and coasters, things like that. But I guess the same thing, trying to protect my peace as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've been kind of looking more deep inside myself of like what's the root issue of why things are happening and what, so trying to save money is a big thing for me right now, and trying to make money is a big thing. I've been working a lot on that, just trying to get different ways of making money. But nothing's really new. I think the biggest thing that's new with the podcast is that we got more mics coming, and we got a bigger interface to where we can have more mics on the podcast. So we're going to have everybody on the podcast. I think September 1st is the date that we're looking at right now.
That's the beginning of season 2, right?
Yes, yeah. So and also that's another thing too I want to announce is that this is going to be the first summer season coming to an end, and we're going to start off the fall season in September and keep it going. It's going to be a brand new set, brand new. Well, same people just on camera. You feel me?
Yeah.
And just everybody's gonna be participating. Everybody's gonna be showing love and interviews. Big thing, interviews. Hit up Jay Scott for the interviews. You got any interview inquiry you want to shout out or product placement, whatever. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Hit up Jay Scott, and we're gonna get it going. But man, still another week of Corona. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Another week of anxiety. Another week of feeling like I can't go do shit. Yeah. Honestly, that's how I've been feeling, to be real. But I think I've been kind of feeling like I can get the creative juices flowing with this happening, because I feel like I used to just get like drunk and smoke and like, and just chill for the night and go to work and come back.
Because actually we was trying to hit you up yesterday, and you like kind of MIA for like a couple days, and then Dorian, because Dorian told me that you were basically like working on like some new designs and stuff. You were just like locked and loaded. So I was
and also like I just haven't been going out. You know what I mean? Like I just get anxious with the Rona, bro. Yeah. It ain't nothing against nobody. It's just like me personally. I'm like I just get so anxious about it, like to where like I'm like you know what I mean? Like you
haven't been back to Live Oak since the first time.
No, I haven't. But that's for a lot of reasons. That's also because I'm broke as fuck and I'm not trying to spend money. And, you know what I'm saying?
Live Oak is they got some.
You know what I'm saying? It's expensive. Yeah. It's a dope vibe, but it's expensive.
You know what's funny, bro? I actually was on the mic this past weekend when
like you was spitting bars.
See,
bro, you was getting them hits in.
No, but pretty much though, I announced that it was a Saturday and I was like, yo, happy hour this, happy hour that, and one of the bartenders finally walked up on me and was like, hey, there is no happy hour today. You know that, right? And I was like, wait, what? And I was like, it was just a humbling moment. I was like, oh shit, okay, hold on, wait. And then I started announcing like the bottles, because I'm going off of like what's on the Instagram, bro.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because then it gets worse. And then I'm like, yo, like this we got $150 Hennessy bottles on deck too, man. Like, should like get you one, yada yada yada, whatever. And like somebody comes up to the booth, and he's like, trying to get Bryn's attention, and I'm like, yo, like what's up? And he's like, yo, man, I'm trying to get 2 of them Hennessy bottles, bro. It's good. And I was like, yeah, all right, bet. You know, I'm like looking at Brent. I'm like, oh, we actually get some bottles going in this thing, bruh. He goes and orders those 2 bottles, and literally like 5 minutes later, another bartender walks up to me and says, yo, those Hennessy bottles are not $150.
Damn, bro.
Those Hennessy bottles are going for $225 right now. I was like, oh.
Like, man, Burgess said, this is Live Oak is my place. This is my place.
I had to calm down. But I was going off on the Instagram post. I was going off on the Instagram post and the information. Damn. So she was like, where are you getting your information? And Brent cut her. I was like, nah, we getting it from the post. He like pulled it and showed it, put it in her face. Yeah. He was like, yo, no, this right here. And then she was like, that's weird. Okay. And then it goes back and she's like, yeah, they're not 150. Don't worry about it though. But then that dude did come back up on me. It was like, yo, man, I heard that it was only 150, but now it's 225, man. I just ordered 2 of those things, man. Like bro, I just like he went from spending 300 to like 450 like that, bro.
Damn,
so
bro.
I was like, I really felt bad, bro.
You're just fucking the club up for real, bro.
You're
fucking up them pockets, bro. Fuck.
But damn. It was definitely lit though, man. Like Brent had it going, man. Like it was to a point. It was like 45 seconds a song. Like he was still moving. That's
one thing about DJ Brent Taji, bro. He gonna keep it moving. He gonna get that place turned. Yeah. He gonna get that place turned. That's the thing too. I feel like with DJ Brent, I know he's in the house today, but man,
eventually we gonna have that mic, man. We gonna have
I wish we could just like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But you know, like the vibe is like he just like knows how to, you know what I mean? Just like walk in the set and all right, yeah, I got it. Yeah, and it's so quiet too. It's like, oh yeah, I got it. Yeah,
and you know what's funny?
I'll stay standing for how many? Yeah, I got it. No problem. Yeah, and everybody's like turned the whole fucking time.
It's crazy because like back in college, man, when I first met him, it's kind of a crazy story, man. Actually, how I met Brent. So like, I was one day in at the cafeteria at LSU. It was my freshman year, and I'm at the 5. And if you went to LSU and you know about the 5, then you know that the 5 was always lit, man. It was
5 is lit, dog, bro. I love the 5, bro. I ain't never going to the 6 again, bro. I'm staying in the 5.
The 6. I wonder if like in like there's a college in Toronto and they have like the cafeteria and they probably call it the 6.
I don't think so.
No.
Nope.
Nah. Okay. Well, anyway, pretty much like I was eating my food, man. We was chilling, talking to like my friends and everything. Broderick was there. And then I hear this like, you know, we hear some music going. And then I'm like, but it's like the way it's like spinning. I'm like, man, I ain't heard somebody DJ like that before.
It's that
what
shit.
Is that?
That's that
and I
shit.
turn around, bro, and it's like there's 2 guys over there by the center of the cafeteria, and like this dude's spinning. And I'm like, walk up on him. This dude with dreads, Joe. He's like, yo. I'm like, yo, bro, what's good? Like, yo, like what is that? What are y'all doing? He was like, oh man, that's DJ Brent Tachi, yada yada. Like, you know, I help manage him. You know, we throw events, we throw parties and stuff like that.
Shit.
Like, you ever heard of like? Then that's how I found out about Club U Edge. Like, there's an apartment complex there. It was called U Edge, and we would call it Club U Edge.
That's what's up, though.
So, like,
but I feel like that's something like cool that you brought up because like I feel like you have that good quality of like, hey, what's going on? Like, I'm gonna go find out. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, who's doing this? Like, I'm gonna go find out who's doing this and like get in contact with them and like, you know what I'm saying? Like spark a relationship and like if you didn't do that, you know what I'm saying? Like who knows like where shit would have been? You know
no, seriously, because
that sparked
there's so many different times.
You know what I mean? Like
that I don't know what it was. It's just something you just do it. Like Nike, they say just do it. Like, you know, like we would be in settings like, or like got booked for a show, like a concert, yada yada, and like we're back there with like a high profile artist, and it's like, yo, man, like who's gonna go talk to the manager?
Yeah.
Who's gonna try to make the first move to try to like, you know, try to climb? Yeah. And like I don't know, man. Like I would always be just like move, just. The worst they can say is no.
Yeah, and that's the best outlook to have. I mean, I can't say that I like have that same quality. You know, I'm definitely more like introverted, but like, nah, Burgess has that quality of like, hey, who's doing this? Who's running this? Like, let me go see if I can get them for some future shit. You know, put it together. You know, get it, or at least if anything, get contact info. You know what I mean, for future stuff. And I feel like that is a thing. You can't definitely. You can't be afraid to like go and say something.
You can't, man.
I mean, that's even how Brent got the
Live Oak.
Live Oak. He said, who's running this place? He's like, who's running this place? You know what I mean? Who's got this shit going on? And now he has a residency. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you just step out of your comfort zone and go and meet people and put yourself out there and have confidence in yourself, like, you know what you have. You know what I mean?
No, you know what you bring into the table. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So
and that's what it would always be. Like, I always felt like, for instance, like when I was in, we were in New Orleans and we opened up for Waka, and it got to a point, man, we was on the side of the stage, and I don't know, man, like the manager was just sitting there, just watching, and I could tell, like, I don't know, it's like an instinct in me that I could tell. I'm like, I could see a person, I'm like, that's probably the manager right there. You know, I got to go talk to that person. And so, I don't know, he was just chilling by himself, and so I just walked up on him, man, and I was like, yo, man, what's up? Like what's good?
Yeah,
like,
what's
popping? Like, what brings you here? And he's like, oh, you know, seriously, like it just anything. And he's like, oh, you know, like I manage Waka, you know, yada yada. I'm like, okay, cool. Because like at first I'm thinking like some Waka's manager was somebody else, and this is this old guy.
Oh wow,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, his name was Jim. He wasn't old, but it was like
he was older than like.
He was like 40, 50. You know, he had like gray hair, beard.
Wasn't a college like in the college.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely. So like. And, you know, like, I just having the confidence and getting that contact down the line 2 years later.
That was big. That really set you up for a lot of things.
Oh, yeah. No, because 2 years later, we meet a business partner who's trying to do a concert. And then, boom, you know, they're like, oh, I just so happens that he's trying to throw a Waka Flocka concert. And I'm like, whoa, I have Waka Flocka's manager's number in my phone.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like you just never know. Like, and just think about that, because that wasn't 2 years. That wasn't a year. I think it was about a year and a half after that show. So like 2016, 2017. Yeah. So a whole year of me like doing something, having that contact information.
Just sitting on it. And then an opportunity presents itself. Opportunity needs preparation.
Yeah,
you never know when
ain't no such thing as luck. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, I feel like you need a little bit of luck to get there, but you also can kind of create your own luck in a sense. It depends on how you carry yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean? Like, if you put out that energy, like we say all the fucking time, like if you put out that energy, or you know what I mean, you carry yourself, you believe in yourself, then it's almost like that luck is made for you. You know what I'm saying? Because like once you have that desire to you have the passion, and then you have like, I was talking about with Dorian last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the key, my 3 keys is like you got to believe in yourself, invest in yourself, and then just be consistent. And that's what it comes with, you know, as long as you stay consistent with it. Because the first 2 are, you know what I mean, you can get those done. You know what I'm saying? Like you can save up, you can put it in, you know what I mean? You know what you have to offer, you know what you want to do. But being consistent is hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's definitely something that like pays off. Like you said, you know what I mean? If you constantly put yourself out there, you're going to meet somebody that knows something. Like actually, I worked at Lollapalooza this past summer, like about a year ago. And I did all the merch for like the bands and the artists and shit. But I mean, it wasn't just like bands, you know, they got 21, they got Childish Gambino, they got Ariana Grande, like all those people, bro, like their people, like their managers, they come to us and give us like
the merch.
So how it works, like they like if they have merch, any artist, they bring, usually unless they ship it, they'll bring it to you like personally. And you count everything out. Okay, you have all this. Okay, what are you charging? You charging this? Okay, cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then once you have the count and all that shit, like you just put it out there, you hang it up, sell them, and at the end of the festival or end of the night, they come and pick up their money or the rest of their merch, whatever. Well, one team that came up was 21 Savage, you know what I mean, and his team, and like his like people who have been with him for like since the beginning, you know.
Yeah.
And just talking with them, like, you know, I'm trying to be a rapper too, you know, like, so, you know what I mean, what's going on? And those people, like, they don't get the same, like, attention as, like, the artists, you know what I'm saying?
No,
so,
they
like,
don't.
When
they
you ask them questions, bro, they're going to conversate.
No, they're going to,
Yeah, they want to talk to you. Like,
trust me.
They want to tell you, like, they're like, oh, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, I did this, because I remember the one guy I talked to, he was kind of nonchalant, but he was like, yeah, bro, like, I was really just, like, chilling at a club one day, and, like, 21 people, like, someone just came up to me, you know what I mean, and like that's how it happened, like just straight from there. I just knew somebody.
Was he like an artist?
No, he wasn't an artist. It's the merch manager.
Oh, okay.
So he was controlling his merch, and he had another like just general manager who was like kind of overseeing all that. You know,
probably
and she was cool as fuck. Like she was real cool. And,
that's Brandon, what's her name? 21, 21's manager.
Do you know her name? I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like Key.
Yeah, something like that. It is something like that. And like when we were chopping it up, you know, like she was just real cool about everything, you know what I mean? But then the guy was like, because I even told him, I was like, yeah, you know, I just released this EP, my first little thing. He was like, oh, how's it doing? And I was like, it's all right, you know. And like he was just talking. He was like, yeah, like, you know, with the white rappers coming up, like they're moving like this and all this shit, you know what I mean? And like just like, you know, they're gonna chop it up and like actually have something to tell you, so something that you can bring to the table later on. Of insight. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like they're not gonna sit there and be like, oh, whatever, you know what I mean? Like that's why it's so important to put yourself out there and like talk to people, bro. Like, but it, you know, not everybody's like that.
No, definitely
not saying
definitely
like
not.
You're just
Trust
gonna
me.
like go and like, oh, just continue to put yourself out there. Everything's gonna work out for you. Like, you know, definitely. You're gonna meet some wrong people. You know, you can't be like, oh, trust everybody in like industry shit.
But it comes into the consistency of it, though.
Exactly.
You know, you're gonna come across bad apples. You're gonna come across some bad lemons. But when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
But not with bad lemons. You feel me? So. You know what I mean? You got to get some good lemons to make some good lemonade. Otherwise, ain't nobody gonna buy your lemonade. You feel me? Because people get, you know, artists get bad managers, don't know what they're doing. Yeah. And then that's a whole lost, you know, thing.
So it's basically you're just dealing with the cards that you're dealt.
Exactly, for sure. But you got to take a risk though at the same
time.
No,
yeah, definitely. You got to.
You can't go with the first thing. I mean, sometimes you should go with the first thing you're offered. You know what I mean? Sometimes you should. Sometimes that is the best thing to do because like I said, if you believe in yourself, as long as like the deal that you're getting into isn't super constrictive, like you're like I got some cash money shit where you're just never gonna get out of it. You know what I mean?
If you get in a crazy advance, like that's just
if you get like a $5 million advance and they're like
nobody's heard of you,
and 3 cars and you're getting a house in the hills and your mama and everything,
nobody's heard of you.
That's not
that
cool.
Deal is probably gonna be really really bad.
Yeah,
that's probably the last
later
5
on
mil
in life. Yeah,
you're probably gonna touch.
Yeah, that's the last deal. Not only last deal you're gonna touch, but like. You know, your long-term money ain't gonna be set up for you at all. No. You know what I mean? Because that's happened to so many artists.
What's his name, man? YG.
Yeah.
YG was talking about he basically doesn't receive a dime from his music.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he signed to Def Jam, and apparently because when he
signed to Def Jam for real.
Def Jam, yeah. So like when he got out of jail.
Yeah,
you know, I think he was one of those big phenomenons, like kind of like not the Kodak situation, but
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? You just like one of those big phenomenons. You know, like
remember when YG was
coming to jail, and it's like, oh snap, he's coming out.
Yeah,
you know, and
Cali shit.
You know Cali shit. Def Jam hopped on him right then and there and was like, yo, we're gonna sign you, and they probably put some big money in front of him, and he was like, you know. He said, like, how could I resist that?
No, yeah, exactly.
You know, like, in my situation, I'm just getting out of jail.
Well, not everybody is Nipsey Hussle who just, like, has these gems, you know, that they already know about. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nipsey Hussle had
YG
knew what was going on.
YG and Nipsey Hussle were, and it's crazy, man, because them two, Nipsey, oh man, rest in peace, man, because that's a sad situation.
I mean, he didn't even get the recognition he deserved when he was alive, which sucks even more.
Exactly,
you know, because I can't even lie. I'm not saying I was a fan or like listened to his shit like that before he passed. You know, like,
but when he
passed, it's like, oh my god, like
he was getting to the point that
he was almost there.
Yeah, no, he was going global. He was going global.
Yeah, he was definitely like super close to being where he. But he just. He played it right. Like he had money for himself. Like in the beginning, everybody's seen that interview of him young where he was like, I invest in assets. You know what I mean?
Real estate.
Yeah,
all
that stuff.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like so he had it. And
all that.
He had that store. He bought that store, the Marathon, the store. Like
he bought that whole entire.
He bought that out. You know what I mean? So he knew what he was doing with his money before like he was really pushing it to be an artist for real. You know what I mean? He got everything right, to be quite honest with you. Like he knew what he was doing. Like, and it just depends on where your priorities lay and where your mind goes. You know what I mean? Because some people are just 100% creative. That's all they know how to do, and that's all they want to know how to do as well. They're not going to want to deal with the accounting and where does this come from? Where does that come from? They're just going to put all their heart and all their soul into their work and just push it out there. And then you got people like Nipsey Hussle who's like, he has that artwork and has that soul he's going to put out there, but he also knows where the money comes from, and he also knows that it's not cheap. You know what I mean? It's not cheap to come up in that situation.
No,
you know
seriously,
what I mean?
man.
And that, I don't know, like, that it just sucks that like those type of people are taken and like you gotta deal with that. But that's why you gotta appreciate people that they're around. But I don't know. Like there's always stuff like that. There's always a new way of looking at things. Somebody's always gonna tell you how to do something. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you just gotta go with your gut. What feels the most right to you?
Yeah.
And if you make
instinct feeling,
if you make a mistake, then realize that and learn from it.
No, seriously. And that goes back into like what you're saying with consistency.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Nipsey had a moment where plenty of moments that was like he probably felt like, yo, these are peak moments for myself. But it's like, if I'm staying consistent, I can probably even do more. And then I'm gonna, take some L's. But those L's, it's like for instance, like I remember when I was booking shows, I had to consistently hit up more and more contacts. Yeah. Because I knew that, okay, the artist I'm dealing with is not a high profile artist. He's not, major. So it's gonna take somebody's not always gonna be like, we're jumping on that. I want to book him.
You gotta make them believe almost.
But so you're selling, but you're also trying to maximize your opportunity. So like, let's say if I'm only hitting up 10 people up. Well, if out of those 10 people, probably only like 1 or 2 people are gonna say yes. So it's like if I hit up 100 people,
you know what I mean?
Now maybe I
25,
got 10, 25 people saying yes. Yeah. So what if I had 1,000? Oh shit! Now I got like 200, 400 shows. Now you got tours. Now you got, oh snap! This artist looks like he's really doing something, but you don't know behind the scenes that somebody's contacted.
Because think about it. Whenever you like, I mean, there's certain situations. You know what I mean? Like I can say like with like Lil Peep, I didn't see him popping until he was like really popping. Like I did kind of see him when he was underground, but like most artists, when you first discover them, they're up. You know what I'm saying? They got some ice on. They got a foreign. You know what I mean? They're talking big shit. They got the bands on them. You know what I mean? So like, that takes time to get there, and it takes some. It's weird because like yourself is your product. You know what I mean? Especially as an artist, or like if you're managing like a human being is your product. It's kind of weird when you think about it. But like,
we talked about it. Even just with me and your relationship, dealing with your like career and what. No,
because like you're like, what do you want to put out in the world? You know what I mean? Because I'm definitely not one of the. I'm not gonna be on the mainstream or anything like that. That's not really.
You never know, but you don't know.
No, for sure. But like we all know where you want to stand in.
You know your demographic and where you're trying to hit.
Your target. And just like who you feel is more about you. Or whatever, but support comes from all different places. You know what I mean? It's not going to come from just one certain type of people. And that's definitely throughout life. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like your family cannot support you, but these people support you, like your homies, or like your friends don't support you, but your family supports you. You know what I mean? So like you're gonna get that support regardless. Just know it's out there. Yeah. Nobody just is sitting there like. Not everybody's hating on you, like looking on your downfall. You know what I mean?
You're gonna have some haters. If you got something unique, that's such a good thing. You got something good, you're gonna have some haters.
That's good. Haters is like probably the best thing you could ever have, in my opinion. Like, of course you need support, but haters, that means somebody is literally directing their energy to bash you. You know what I'm saying? That means that like they're so like. They're not comfortable with themselves so much that they have to hate on you because they want what you have. You know what I mean? And
it's an envy or jealousy thing.
Yeah, and they can deny it all they want, but it's like, dang, bro, somebody cares about me so much to hate on me. Yeah,
I must be doing something right.
You're doing something right. You know what I mean? 'Cause I remember it was so funny. I remember the first time like I legit realized, this guy's a hater. You know what I mean? Like, he's definitely hating on me. But I felt good about it. Like, I felt, you know what I mean? Because, like, he was a homie and whatever. But it's like, no, this is dope. You know what I mean? Like, this is cool.
So I got a question then. So, like, because, I mean, I agree with that. I do. But to a certain extent, then you have to explain certain situations. Like, what about 6ix9ine?
Well, that's such a that again. That's his product, though. Think that was his product to present to the world. His product was trolling. You know what I mean? His product was like being the biggest hater of them all. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, yeah, you might have been right.
That was his product. That's what before he got in the whatever situation you want to call it. That he got in. That's all he did. All he did was call people out. He would go on interviews. This is your biggest interview it's ever gonna happen. And in some cases he was right. In some cases he was wrong. You know what I mean? But it didn't matter. It's the fact that he legitimately didn't give a fuck about anybody.
The thing was, though, I remember when I first found out about 6ix9ine, he was trolling because he was popping in like other countries.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm thinking?
Well,
like,
actually, no. That's
he was
where
selling,
success came from.
No, yeah, it's because
it came from other countries before it came to the U.S.
Warsaw, Poland. No, selling out shows in
no, that's so funny.
Germany, like.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
He
like
was
places,
selling out. He was selling out shit internationally before he was selling out anything in the U.S. And gave him that money, that gave him that look that we here like fuck with. That because if you go out in Europe and stuff, ain't nobody with rainbow hair tatted up on the face heavily. You know what I'm saying? Like running around just screaming bullshit.
No.
But here, we got a little pump. Soulja Boy was the first one, and he, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Mad respect.
We've been. I'm just saying, like Soulja Boy. When did Soulja Boy get popping? Like 2000s. You know what I mean?
No,
like 10 plus years ago.
He created.
So like we're used to that. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't something really new for us. You know what I'm saying? And like also like we did have like the little peeps and things like that, and or even X. Whatever. Like they had that look already. You know what I mean? And they already presented that. So like he got popping over there. He moved honestly like money wise. He moved correct.
Like, no, he moved correct. It's just a matter that,
I can't say I respect him.
He was hated on
but
so much, though. He got hated on so much when he got back into the States that he used that trolling
fuel. He used as fuel to just like
I'm pulling. Y'all not letting me perform in Summer Jam, but y'all playing my song in there. Because that was I remember that video going viral. Like he was outside Summer Jam. Ebro and them. They was like, bro, we ain't letting you in here, man. Like like that's that. Nah, but. Then he recorded and pulled his phone out, and he could hear Gummo playing in the distance.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow.
I remember that happened. Well, and then there's also the thing because him and Trippie Redd were cool at first, and Trippie Redd started,
because he was signed to 10,000 projects.
Well, yeah,
I think.
Trippie Redd started to pop off like crazy. You know what I mean? He just started to pop off like crazy.
Well, Trippie Redd had a crazy. I think his marketing team.
It was way different. Like because he comes from an extremely small town. Like he comes from like. Really like
some like middle of nowhere of Ohio.
Yeah, like really like crazy shit, But his like people were cutting out 6ix9ine's part in the song, like radio stations. Yeah, they were cutting out his verse and only playing his verse. And so instead of letting it get to him as like most artists do and like just try to start beef, he used the beef as marketing. You know what I mean? And like which is what's been going on for years in like rap and shit. Of course, like we've all seen that, But he just used it with social media. He just manipulated the Instagram especially. I mean, Instagram was like the Instagram lives he was going on and it was all the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like he knew exactly what he was doing. It didn't matter that he was caught in a room with a bunch of grown men fucking a 14-year-old. Like that didn't matter. It didn't matter. People were still on his side. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
crazy.
That didn't come up. You know what I mean? Like but he embraced like he would get all that negative stuff and just like he would just like filter it. You know what I mean? He'd be like, oh, he just didn't care. He really didn't. You know what? He has no morals to care about how he's perceived. You know what I'm saying? Like by anybody else, by the snitching and everything like that. He doesn't care. So then, and he's not even in protective custody. That's crazy that he didn't put himself in witness protection. That's crazy because like something's definitely about like he's put so many people away. Something's bound to happen.
Yeah, and then he's like just moving around like freely. In the sense that
that's
like,
crazy.
I mean, he's got like mad protection. If you don't see like his thing, like it's his Instagram, like it's pretty much like he's been around the country, like walking around with like 10 security guards. So it's like it's getting to that point, man.
Definitely.
So it's like, but at the same time, it's getting to that time.
Wrapping it up.
We're gonna wrap it up.
We got about 2 minutes left. I want to shout out DJ Brent Tachu came through today.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Lavish, the brand, and
Mr.
our manager.
Lavish.
And also big shout outs to Dorian Chaos Goldie behind the camera. We are going to get everybody on the camera coming up very soon.
Also,
if
you screenshot, if you see our ad, we have an ad going on Instagram.
Yeah, screenshot,
right now.
send it to us, and we'll shout you out.
Screenshot it, send it to us. We'll shout y'all out. We're gonna keep it moving. But
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you know what I mean. We got it going on to the Glasshead podcast. I appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll catch you later.
Facts.